Hello, my Nollywood movie fans. I'm coming to you today with a subscriber request. Shout out to Aditi Yabani. Thank you for being such a loyal subscriber and recommended I review this movie. Okay, my people, all I could say is never doubt the power of faith. I'm talking about the movie Miracle, and it's starring John Ekanem and Sarian Martin. So our movie opens up with Max, played by John, and Blessing, played by Sarian. They're sitting and having what appears to be a very difficult conversation about having a child or not being able to have a child. Max is speechless, and Blessing is very emotionally upset, and eventually she leaves the house. We then see Blessing out at a bar, and she's had way too many drinks, and some men actually try to take her away, but Max to the rescue. He gets Blessing, takes her home, and after sleeping, she awakes to Max bringing her breakfast. It becomes clear that this issue of not having a child weighs heavy on Blessing. She's hurt and she's angry. Max tries to assure her and reassure her that they will marry and trust God to answer their prayers. They just have to believe. But Blessing wants to give Max a child so badly that one day she was rushing home and almost hit a mother and child with her car. We soon realized she was rushing home to take some pregnancy tests, and apparently they were all negative. So one day Max is out and he runs into their family doctor and asks him if there's anything that they could do to help Blessing conceive. And that's when we find out that Blessing has a damaged uterus, and it would be just take a miracle for her to get pregnant. When Max returns home, Blessing insists that he should take a second wife, and Max will have no part of this. It's clear he's hurting, but he's trying his best to stay strong and have faith. Now, moving forward, the next morning, all is right with the world again. Max and Blessing are in a very good mood. Blessing goes to work and gets a visit from an old friend, Doris. The two talk, and Blessing invites her over for dinner. My people, when Max came home, the looks that this woman was giving him were very inappropriate. She looked like she wanted to take him right there in front of Blessing. And she had the nerve to try to sow a seed of insecurity into Blessing's mind. And not for nothing, Max and Blessing didn't make it any better by carrying on at the table right in front of her. Even I was like, y'all doing too much. But anyway, after dinner, Max goes to the gym, and he's unaware that he's being watched by a man. And this becomes a very important part of the movie later. You see, Max and Blessing are God-fearing and believe in prayer and faith. And throughout this movie, they are tested. Because let me tell you, one day when Max was on his way home from work, he received a phone call from an employee, and he and Blessing were invited to a baby naming ceremony. Well, my people, after that day, things really took a turn for the worse because Max was affected deeply. He became quiet and withdrawn. And Blessing did notice the change in him because she confided in Doris. Okay, that was the worst thing she could have done. But anyway, Blessing even tried to convince Max that they should adopt. And he says yes, but he really didn't mean it. And when that plan failed, Max said he was tired and he was done trying to have a baby. He left the house and went to the gym. And then finally, that man that was watching him approached him. And through his words, he was able to bring Max back to his faith in God. Meantime, Blessing was at home, heavy into prayer. And when Max came home, they both fell into each other's arms and remembered just how much they love each other. Now moving forward, Doris puts her plan into action, and gives Blessing a sob story about needing some place to stay. And of course, Blessing says she could come stay with her and Max. My people, Doris wasted no time putting the moves on Max, even approaching him while he was doing his midnight prayers. I mean, she was constantly trying to entice him, but most of the time, he just looked at her like she was crazy. Until one night, when Max was sick and Blessing had to go to work, Doris went all the way into her plan to seduce Max. Of course, it didn't work. And in the process of kicking Doris out of his bedroom, she dropped her bracelet and, sure enough, Blessing found it near the bed. So Blessing was furious and upset with Max for a long time until his mother came to visit and sat the two of them down to talk some sense into both of them. You know, what I like about Max and Blessing is that their marriage is spirit-based, and that makes for true love. Now, to wrap this beautiful movie up, I'll tell you this. One day, while at the gym, Max gets a phone call that Blessing has been in an accident. But not to worry, because when Max arrives to the hospital, the doctor told him that both Blessing and the baby were fine. That's right, my people. Blessing is pregnant after 4 years of waiting. This movie was an awesome watch. I mean, I was even captivated by the musical soundtrack. John and Sarian did an outstanding job. I love it when an actor can make you feel the emotion. I mean, I even got chills at some parts. And I love the spirit-driven message this movie gives us. It's been here for a while, but it's an awesome watch. And you can watch this movie right here on YouTube at John Ekanem TV. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and talk to me in the comments section. Let's have a conversation. And remember, folks, get your Nollywood on. Bye for now.